Good morning, loves. Give a few minutes. I'm jumping on a couple minutes early, not too early. Anywho, we'll see what happens. And if it's a busy Saturday morning for everybody, no worries. Not for this girl. Oh, give a few minutes. Drink some tea. Looks like I've got one on. It looks like Miss Sherry. Hello, Miss Sherry. How are you, dear? Good morning. Hopefully you can hear me just fine. Morning, dear. I down here at the shop, and of course we're in the cave, so we don't have the best internet or Wi-Fi. So hopefully I don't lose anybody while doing my live. Looks like we have Jenny on also. Good morning, dear. Hi. And Angie. Hello, Miss Angie. Good morning, love. Exhausted at work, last day of 6. Oh, I'm so sorry, my love. That's horrible. Well, I absolutely understand if you need to jump off and get some rest, because that's very important. So don't think it'll hurt my feelings. No feelings will be hurt here. Good morning, Giselle. How are you? Drinking a little bit of Crystal's tea this morning. My throat's still irritated, still have that nasty cough since I got bronchitis in November. Not going away. Can't shake it off. It's all right. Tea is good. And it's delicious too. I still have yet to try any of her teas that are not delicious. I will vanish if customers come in, but I'm yours till then. I understand that. I'm not open yet. I don't open for an hour, so and hopefully, I mean, if we go over, no big deal. I'll open up, and if customers come in, they come in. Good watching you while walking the pub. How's your morning? My morning's not going too bad, thank you. It's a beautiful sunny morning out here. I see we have Faith on also. Good morning. Hello, hello. Oh, all right. We still got one more minute. We'll see if we can get a couple more people on, and then I'm going to jump on in. I see we have Catherine here also. Hello. Lots of Wisters jumping on this morning. I'm loving it. Thank you very much. And for those of you who don't know what Wisters is, it's my word for my witchy sisters, which is what every one of you are. We're doing well this morning. It's a beautiful sunny morning, and I'm inside, but that's okay. It's supposed to be a nice day tomorrow too, so we'll go from there. Get some stuff done around the house tomorrow. Okay, well, I see we have Miss Rachel on this morning also. Good morning. All right. I get a drink of my tea. Hey, my daughter's on this morning. I didn't even know you were up. All right, so now that I think we've soothed the throat a little bit. Oh, thank you very much, Catherine. I appreciate it. Morning, sweet pea. Thank you. They are reading glasses. So in Amazon, there you go. We love sharing where we get things from, right? I see Cheyenne. Good morning, dear. Lots of Wisters this morning. I'm so excited. Yay. Okay. Anywho, let me go ahead and start jumping in. And I was only going to do we'll go upstairs and get your coffee, honey. I was only going to do the 2 mirrors send back. Cute. Yes, and so excited for this. I'm glad to hear it. But so this spell belonged to my Aunt Gypsy. I was going to do a completely different live, honestly. And I pushed that live back because before I had posted this live, a dream came to me, and it was of this spell. And I was like, I don't know that spell when I woke up. So I went into my altar area where I've got my Aunt Gypsy's grimoire, and I opened it up and I started flipping through the pages, and this spell was in there. How I missed this spell when I was looking through her book when it was given to me, I have no idea. But I did. And she told me that I needed to do this spell. Whether it be because I needed to do it for me or because somebody out there needs to know this spell, I got a hold of the other crones and let them know that I needed to change it. For whatever reasons, Gypsy gave me the information. I needed to change it. That being said, her wording in this spell is probably not going to resonate to the majority of you. So I wanted to go over a little bit about spell casting first. Okay? Because I'm not saying that nobody understands what spell casting is, but I just kind of want to really reiterate when we talk about making it your own and how important that is. So, it wasn't time for it then, and your Aunt Gypsy sounded amazing from your letter and the other lives. She was such an amazing woman. I mean, and God, her knowledge. I wish I had been able to spend so much more time with her. But you know what? That's okay, because I communicate with her a lot. There are so many things that she has given me since she has passed. And I think that's part of why, well, it's not really part of why she passed. She passed because she had cancer. But I think she's still here because she has so much more information to give. And she was a teacher. She was a big teacher of the arts. And whether it be dark arts, light arts, it did not matter. She was a teacher of it, and she loved it. Rachel, I'm going to be honest with you. Her and one other person, or my grandfather, my Nana every once in a while, but her and my grandfather are the only two that I've ever been able to communicate with. I've tried, and I can't really communicate with anybody else. I think it's a gift that they had, and they're the ones that are communicating with me and opened up those doors, I guess, would be the best way I could say it. Anyway, so with spell casting, I'm going to jump into this here. You're harnessing the power of your words to manifest your desires. Okay, in spell casting, every single word, it's like a brushstroke on a canvas, allowing us to craft a new reality. You have incense going, right? Sorry. Yes, I do. I do. You're not seeing things, honey. Unless you see something behind me. It could be Gypsy for all I know. Pay attention. Yeah, paying attention to dreams is a big thing. I was taught that at a young age. Pay attention to your dreams, because there's always something to tell you. And anyway, we do have another live on dreams that I did, I think, last year, and I think I'm gonna try to go over it again this year later. Anyway, what I was starting to say is using your words in your spell casting. It's like how a painter specifically and carefully chooses his colors for the canvas, right? Recognizing the potency and consciously choosing your words harnesses the energy of those words. Through those techniques, that's not what I was wanting to say, though those techniques have changed, and they've changed a lot over the years, but they've evolved. And no matter what, though, what remains consistent is the transformative power that words have at the core of spellcasting. And each spoken words has its own energetic frequency. And when we infuse our words with clear intentions, we set the wheels of manifestation into motion. Now, I also want to add into this. A lot of us, when we hear manifestation, right? We're hopes, wishes, prayers, but on a good side, right? Well, anger is also manifestation. Hate is also manifestation. Wishing to send back a spell is also a manifestation. Doesn't matter whether it be good or bad, any wish, hope, thought are all manifestations. Okay? So it's very important to choose words that resonate with you. And we know, I've gone through this before. I'm not much of an out loud person when I do my spells. I'll whisper them or I'll say them in my head, but I am thinking them. That's still spell casting. That's still manifesting, whether it be good or bad. Okay? Oh, no worries, dear. Haven't gone over much yet. Definitely haven't done the spell yet. So I'm just kind of going over information about spell casting and how important it is to choose words that resonate with you. The more it resonates with you, the more power it has. So I'm going to quickly go over a few keys to spell casting. Right? And a lot of us do. A lot of us say it in our own head. But you know what? Doesn't matter. You're thinking it. Thoughts are just as important as speaking it out. So here's 3 keys to spell casting. Okay? Clarify your intention and clearly define what you want. Choose your words. Now, this is a phrase that my husband has told our kids probably their entire lives. Choose your words. Your words are very important. Doesn't matter who you're talking to, when you're talking to them, choose your words. But always choose words that align with your intention. If you're wanting a good or happy outcome, use positive or empowering words. If you want negative outcome, use negative language, right? Whichever direction you're going, use language that evokes emotion and energies within yourself. That's where your power is going to come from. Speak those words with conviction. Utter your words with confidence and belief. The strength of your convictions give your words power. Okay? I know that all of us crones have gone over this, but when I was sitting at my desk yesterday, yes, I decided yesterday to add this to my life. When I was sitting at my desk yesterday, again, another thought popped in my head, and I was like, shit, I got to type this out. And I needed to hurry up and type it out before I lost it, because that happens too. Shit, I'm almost 50 years old. Lose things all the time, especially thoughts. Anywho. Okay, so before I jump into the spell itself, do we have any questions? Because I'm always happy to answer questions. I'll give a minute. You know, surprisingly, I am very excited to be 50 this year. It's a beautiful round number, and I can't wait for it. I've been 49 for a year, and I'm over it. I'm truly excited for my age. But I was also never one of those to care about my age. Like probably my entire 30s, I had no idea how old I was. People would ask, oh, how old are you? And I was like, I don't know. I'd literally have to count to remember how old I was. Oh, thank you, hon. I appreciate it. Angie, it's amazing. It's a beautiful new phase to jump into. And I can't wait for it. I mean, I feel I'm already there and I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. Okay. So if we don't have any questions on spell casting or using your words, I'll go into the spell. 50 currently and loving it. Oh, I'm so happy for you. That's awesome. It's just, I'm leveling up. That's what it is. Absolutely leveling up. Young buck, but your mentality towards age is great. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Age is a number. It's all it is. And our whole life, our entire lives is nothing but numbers. It's nothing but numbers. And they can't hurt us. Numbers can't hurt us. Nah. Anywho. Okay. So, like I said in the beginning, this was given to me. This is not my spell. This is my Aunt Gypsy's spell. Level 32. I know. Yesterday. Yesterday was Miss Mandy's birthday. Was it? Wait. No, today. Oh my God. Ha ha. Happy birthday, sweetheart. Today's your birthday. Mandy knows I'm horrible at this. I am the worst when it comes to birthdays. I tell people happy birthday the day after. That's when I finally remember it. Or the day before. Yeah. For some reason, I always forget on the day off. Thanks. Yep, today is Sweet Pea's birthday. She is leveled up. Okay, so anyway, this was given to me by Aunt Gypsy. I feel that she felt either I needed it or someone else in our group needed it. And if you don't feel you need it now, put it away for later. Yeah, that's correct. We did have 3 family birthdays this week. Mandy's younger brother had a birthday. Then her baby turned 1 on Thursday. And then she has her birthday today. Yay. Birthday weeks. We love them. Anyway, so the theory behind the application of the 2 mirrors is it works like a return to sender. But a little bit with a vindictive punch. This is not a sweet, I'm sending you back, go back to where you came from type of spell. I think that was Mandy, please help me out here because I'm horrible with birthdays. Wasn't Wednesday Smokey's birthday also? If so, Jenny's son and Smokey are birthday twins. Yay! Even cooler. If not, sorry, they're close enough. It works for me. So with this spell, what you are doing is you're going to confuse the shit out of it. You're going to take the power or whether it be great power or little power that person sent to you. And you're going to, you're taking it and you're going to add your own power to it. Have a great weekend, love. We'll catch you down the road. Bye now. You're taking their power and you're adding your power to it. You're going to confuse the shit out of it. And then you're sending it right back to them. So, it's kind of like the threefold, I guess, just in a bit of a more vindictive way. Okay? So, that being said, we're going to take a black candle. We're going to take, let me scoot these guys closer, 2 mirrors. We have our incense. going already. I know I didn't include the incense, but so I need to make sure that they're aligned just right, because we're going for the infinity effect. That's the word I'm looking for. We're going for the infinity effect. You know, when you've got two mirrors that are facing each other and you could like continue to see and they just keep on going and keep on going. That's the effect we're going for. It's matter where you cast this. A lot of spell work in my basement. No, it doesn't matter where you cast any spell. Okay, you do with what you can do. Doesn't matter where you do your spell. Well, that's not necessarily true. There are certain spells out there that have to do with demonology, demonic work, or even angel work that specify a graveyard or the top of a hill, and yes, spells like that specify. But spells like this, no, does not matter where you do it. I'm glad you made the live also. I hope you have a wonderful Saturday. Anyway, so we're going to take our candle, our two mirrors. I'm going to get my incense out, and I specifically chose voodoo. Not that I'm doing voodoo, but because one, it's an amazing incense and I love it. Two, the word voodoo matches the energy that I'm putting into this spell. So, even take things that, candles that have, like Mandy named one of her candles that she made Witchy Woman. If I'm wanting to do a spell, I might use that candle because the name resonates with me and it amplifies my power. That's the word the phrase I'm looking for. So, voodoo amplifies my power because it makes me feel stronger. So if I'm going to feel stronger, my power is going to be stronger. So anyway, all I'm going to do, because I like to cleanse lots of things, we're going to make sure, and then we're throwing that voodoo right in there. That voodoo incense, we want it in there. And just because I can. All right, we gave that a little bit of extra oomph. Then you're going to light your candle. Find the back of these. I have a tendency, and it's just me, to, when I blow the match out, I like to take the smoke, the air from the match. If I can throw an element or two in there, I'm doing it. And I like to just add it in there. Why not? Add it in there. It makes me feel good. Again, amplifying my power, right? Okay, we have our candle lit. And like I said, this absolutely confuses it. It has the spell, it has no idea where it's going. It has no idea what to do. And then you're going to give it a suggestion of where to go, right? The only way out is the way you came in. It's like, there's your exit door. That's the way I think of this spell. So, and her words, Aunt Gypsy's words resonate with me. In this case, her words are, I place you at the carnival, the house of mirrors, lost and confused. Back where you came is the only way to be free. Those are her words. And for me, they're very powerful. She stated, you say this 3 times. She is a 3-time type of, I'm still going to say is because she's still here. She is a three times type of witch. Some are not. It's entirely up to you. But I'm going to say it again in case anybody wants to or needs to hear it again. Just to give you an idea so you can change it to fit you. Okay? I place you at the carnival in the house of mirrors, lost and confused. Back to where you came. Back to where you came is the only, and she did have only written like in dark, dark black, way to be free. And then you're going to stand and concentrate on what you're wanting it to do. So basically, you're just going to keep concentrating on those words. Keep thinking those words. Keep concentrating on those words. And you're going to let the candle burn down. Let the candle burn all the way out. When the candle is done, oh my God, I completely skipped a step. I'm so sorry. I fucked up. I skipped a step. What the hell? All right. Start from the beginning. I'm so sorry, you guys. I was so excited to do this. And I'm glad I'm not actually doing the spell because I'd have to wait a while to do it over again. I was so excited that I forgot a step. Okay, so if you know where the hex, curse, whatever came from, and by chance you have their name, write their name on a piece of paper. If by chance you have a photo of them, put their photo on a piece of paper. Or have a photo of them. Now I've got myself all flustered. Son of a bugger. Oh, okay. Y'all can laugh at me. It's okay. I'm laughing inside. Extra time with me. Thank you. Oh, I can't believe that. That's okay. Woosah. Regroup. Anyway, if you don't know who it's from, so you can't write their name down, or you can't have a photo of them, or if you really want to go crazy, have something that belongs to them, because you can always. Then what you do is you take that piece of paper, and whatever it is that's going wrong, going awry in your life, in your day, and I don't mean like, the little mundane stuff. I mean the things that feel like they're going awry. Feel like they're coming from somewhere else. We all get those feelings. This isn't normal. This feels weird. I feel off. None of my family made me feel off. My husband and I are doing fine. What the hell's going on? But you feel like it's an outside force. I want you to write down what is happening on this piece of paper. Okay? Doesn't matter what color. One of my other lives, I will specify a color, but not this one. So write it on the piece of paper. Okay? You write down what your gut is telling you. Okay? Now, we're going to go through the steps again. You're going to light your candle. You're going to think about it. This is, of course, after we did the incense. You're going to think about it. Think about what's going on. Then I want you to concentrate. Think of your words. I'll do the words again because I messed it all up. Okay. Her words. I place you at the carnival in the house of mirrors, lost and confused. Back to where you came is the only way to be free. Again, take these words, change them how you need to change them to fit you. Right? You're going to let the candle burn all the way down. Excuse you. Sorry, it started to become a little stubborn there. You're going to let the candle burn all the way down. But just before the candle is completely out, I want you to take that paper or that photo, and I want you to light it on fire. I'm not going to do that in here, but I want you to light the candle on fire, only because I don't have anything safe to put it out in. And either whatever feels good to you, bury it outside, flush it, no matter what, get rid of it, okay? You're taking all of the energy from the confusion, you're lighting it into the paper with the fire, you're lighting the confusion. It's like, what? And then you're disposing of it. You're getting rid of it. You are sending it back. And you're getting rid of it before your candle is completely out, because you do not want any of that energy that you've just confused to regain its senses. And one of the other reasons why I say to get rid of it completely, blow the ashes into the air, absolutely. Get it, no matter what, you're getting rid of it. You can flush it, you can bury it, you can blow it into the air, you could throw it in the fire pit outside. I prefer to use any of those elements. All of those are elements, right? Burying, you have earth. Flushing, you have water. Blowing it into the air, of course, you have air. Throwing it into a fire outside, you've got your fire. You're burning it to the ashes. You're getting rid of it, but get it out of your home. Or for me, get it out of my shop. And flushing, it's going to get it out of your home or here. Whatever space you're doing your spell in, you're getting it out of your space. You're getting it away from you as far as you can. Okay? So, there we go. That's what I have. Of course you do. Yes. Absolutely. You have permission to use the same words. The only reason that I say to choose words that resonate with you is in case these words don't resonate with you. Some people feel a connection with it. I feel a connection with the words. One, because it's my Aunt Gypsy's spell. She and I do have a connection. Two, and you know, part of the reason why these words were chosen for her is this woman was she was an orphan, and she was raised in a circus, of all places to be raised. She wasn't from the United States. I believe she was from Germany or something like, off the top of my head, I'm not 100%. I want to say I think she was German, but I'm not 100%. So of course, you know, using the carnival or the circus and definitely House of Mirrors, that resonates with her. Yeah, she did. She did readings for the circus. So that's what she grew up doing. So weird. I have a little fear of mirrors. Can we use other reflective surfaces? I don't see why not. I mean, her spell says to use 2 mirrors. But again, this is where we're going to say use things that resonate with you. If you can find something else that has a reflective surface, well, shoot. Last night, Crystal did her live, and she used a tray, like a silver platter type tray here. Like I've got a small one here. But I just can't tilt it because I got my rock and ashes on it. And the tray is a reflective surface. So yeah, I don't see why not. Excuse you. What? Stop. Knock it off. Anyway, yes. And honey, we all have fears of different things. There's no such thing as weird when it comes to fears. It's just how it is. And I see Rachel's laughing at me. Anywho, yes, use whatever reflective surface you feel that you can use. I don't care if it be picture frames. They're still going to give the same effect. Any reflective surfaces are going to give that same infinity effect that you need to have. I have these two mirrors. I love these two mirrors. They're, they're just, I like vintage things. So when I find them, I keep them. Talk to my flames too. I do talk to my flames all the time. They start doing weird stuff. I'm like, what? Or they start leaning one way. I'm like, the fuck are you doing? Yeah, I do. Thank you. I appreciate it. I think when I did my picture, I had a different one because this little guy hadn't come in. Excuse to find some cool vintage mirrors. Yeah, vintage mirrors are awesome. I just love them. One of the reasons why I chose to use the vintage mirrors is because I like them. I prefer them. They've got the lead inside of them, or the silver, the lead that's still inside the mirrors. They don't make mirrors like that anymore. And I just feel that it's got more oomph and more power to them. Let's see. I think I missed a couple of comments. What if you want to send it back but do no harm? Specify that. Always. If you do not want a spell to do any harm to that person, you just want them to feel the same way they made you feel, then specify that in your words. That's why we went over the spell casting portion. Always specify. And, some do no harm is, when it comes to specifying do no harm, it can be as simple as saying the words do no harm. That easy. Me, on the other hand, if somebody sent some my way and they shouldn't have, I'm going to let the spell do what it wants to do because they've done pissed me off. I'm going to jump into comments. I got to scroll here. Love all things vintage. Your mirrors are beautiful. Thank you. Have gotten some very different energies from many mirrors. Okay, so yes, you can and most likely will get different energies from the mirrors. I'm a huge vintage lover. I love vintage things. I get vintage things all the time. But I am also a firm believer of everything that you bring into your home, whether it be new or vintage, but especially vintage. Cleanse it. Cleanse it with your intentions. Cleanse it that if there's any attachments to it, that they go away. Do I need to blow you out? Are you done? You're distracting me. Always cleanse your items. We have, our boxes, our exchange boxes that we do in Owls. And even my letters, I cleanse. I do tend to find things that, vintage pieces that I send in my gift boxes, our exchanges. And I make sure that I cleanse them because I don't want any of those attachments or those energies going to anybody. Even if I don't feel anything attached to it, cleanse it anyway. So I'll tell you one thing. The house that we're in now, one wall was all mirrors. It was hideous. And but every time I walked into the house, I could feel the rage and depression in those mirrors. Those mirrors had seen so much over the years that I told my husband I wanted him to destroy and dispose of those mirrors. And he was like, honey, we can't break the mirrors. The fuck you can't. Yes, you can. Break those mirrors. Get them the hell out of this house. And by breaking those mirrors, I don't believe in the 7 years bad luck thing. But for me, breaking those mirrors helped to release all of that anger and depression and sorrow that the house had. And it was lifted. It was gone. So if you feel something like that in a mirror, you can always go get a new mirror for a piece. Break the damn thing. Release those energies. That's just me. Anyway, I'm going to go back to, I cannot go into, yeah, sometimes there's one vintage, or not vintage, thrift store that we have here in town that I really don't like going into. And the only time I'll go in there is if I see something in the window that I just have to check out. So I understand that. The first 9 minutes wasn't much, hun. I promise you. All right, you're done. Done with you. Just going nuts. Catch the start on the replay. Yes, ma'am. I'm just saying, you get what you get sometimes. That right? I agree. That's how I feel. Sometimes too. I have to mindfully put up shells. Yep. Cleanse everything that you possibly can. Everything you bring into your home. Even if it's new. There's energies attached to, they attach to everything. Somebody could be, you order something off of Amazon. And whoever it is that packed that box could be having a horrible day. And guess what? They're shoving shit into the box and they're just pissed off. And your item is arriving with that energy. We don't want that shit. Excuse me. Sorry. I get all riled up. Can you blow it out, close your spell, cleanse the candle, and reuse it? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's as long as you make sure that you close your spell. And you could do that however you want. Some people, I am not an, create the circle, open my spell, close my spell kind of person. Do I have my protective borders up? Absolutely. But I don't do, the whole open and close rituals. Sometimes I don't have time for that. Sometimes I need to do a spell right flipping now. But yes, you can reuse your candle. I had brought, if I can find them, sorry, disappearing on y'all for a minute. I had brought, little black minute candles, birthday candles with me to show you the spell because these guys are amazing when it comes to these quick spells. Then you don't have to worry about, one, you don't have to worry about time. Two, you don't have to worry about wasting a candle and letting it burn. But I already had a black candle, done up, that I have used for multiple spells. And I have one candle that I use for different spells in here that I do oils on, and then I've got this one that I use for multiple spells. So I do. I re-cleanse it and basically reset it each time with the incense. Okay, it's interesting. Have you tried sigil sealing them? I'm not very big on sigils. I'm not very good at it. My daughter's way better at it than I am. So I've not. But I've also not had a problem with cleansing them and continuing to feel those energies. Let's see. Okay, sorry, I'm reading Angie's, if I manifested something for myself and it worked and I'm grateful. Yes, it makes sense. There's nothing wrong with being grateful, but wondering if that was what you truly wanted. And yes, you can return to pre-manifest life. You just have to specify that's what you want and work at it. Always. That's one of the biggest things is you always have to worry. Heck, we can't. if it doesn't work for you, hun, Catherine, I'm reading your message to Ariel. If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. Some of us just, it took me a long time. Lots of practice. Cleansing bowl right outside my door. Nothing makes it in without a good cleanse. Atta girl. And that's okay. I'd say use what you're comfortable with unless you find a mirror that you absolutely love and you want to try again, you know. And Ariel is absolutely correct. And that's one of the reasons why we like to absolutely reiterate over and over and over again, you do what you do you. I crack up every time I say that but it is absolutely 100% true. Always do you. You do what feels good to you. Because if it doesn't feel good to you, then okay. I'm getting a little, my brain is moving faster than my mouth can right now. And I've had plenty of coffee, so it's not that. All right, Miss Rachel, have a lovely day. Thank you. I'm a firm believer that if you don't feel good about yourself, then your power within can't be at its highest. If you're using items within the spell that don't feel good to you or don't resonate with you, then again, you're not feeling good about the spell, so your power can't be at its highest. And this is another reason why we say you do you. Because if it feels good to you and your confidence goes up, your power is going to be at its highest. That's what I was trying to say, but my brain was going way too fast for me. Anywho. Yeah, I don't know why. It just does it. Let's see if we have any more questions. If any other questions pop up afterwards, it's no problem. As always, you could put them in here, or you could shoot a message, or you could, ask questions within the posting of the live. I think a couple of people have done that. And always at the earliest that I possibly can. Sorry, something's stuck on the thing and it's driving me nuts. At the earliest that I possibly can, I will answer those questions. Okay? And absolutely, Cheyenne, thank you so very much. I hope that nobody ever has to use this spell. But if you do it with conviction and send that shit right back to them. Don't let anybody mess with you. All right. Well, on that note, I think I'm going to skedat. I got to get my coffee going. It's going, actually. I need to get my coffee poured up and get the doors open over here. I love all of you. Have an absolutely wonderful Saturday to my Wisters. Oh, thank you so much, dear. Thank you, all of you. You guys are awesome. And my energy, just so every one of you know, probably would not be this high. Okay, maybe it would because I'm just a weirdo. But if it wasn't for you guys, I love talking to you all and seeing you all. It makes my day. All right, on that note, many blessings. Love you guys. Mwah. Bye.